I've been trying out these products for a month now, and I've also been trying to figure out the best way to share my thoughts with you. Sometimes I feel like sitting down to tell you what my thoughts are about these products isn't creative enough. But my most popular skincare videos on this channel are all just me sitting here and yapping on about products. So I guess you guys like it. I dug this sweater thing out of my closet after it's been trapped in there for the entire spring and summer. Generated a lot of dust in my room right now, but I'm okay with it because cozy vibes. Hi, hello, 안녕, 네입니다. 반갑습니다. 반가워요. Banga. Welcome back to my channel, everyone, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Ray, and if you don't know who I am, that is totally fine. You can find out more about me here on all social media platforms. My skin type is oily, sensitive, reactive, acne prone. What else? Oh yeah, and my skin barrier right now is super compromised after my last video where I over exfoliated my skin while testing out exfoliating acids. If you guys haven't checked that video out yet, you can find it in the description box below, or I'm going to put a link somewhere on the screen. The season has finally changed, and now we're officially in autumn, hence my getup right now. I mean, this doesn't really go together, but you know, I'm like, Autumn to me is about calmness and self-reflection. Not sure why, but I always find myself in this kind of mood the entire fall season, so don't mind me, just, you know, keep doing your thing. But I do notice in the past that the autumn has always brought me inner peace. The change in season also affects my skin, and I'm sure it does for you too. Our skin has to readjust to the drop in temperature, so we naturally will feel this uncomfort on the skin surface, but it'll eventually go away. Anyway, the point of me saying all that is because today I want to share with you some products that I've been trying out / testing out, however you want to call it, that were either good or not so great on my skin as we enter the fall season. Because skincare is very seasonal, and sometimes your skincare routines and the products you use for the summertime don't necessarily apply to the fall or the winter seasons. And I'm excited to share my thoughts on these products by Tiam, sent to me by StyleKorean. 감사합니다, StyleKorean. Can you feel my love? Before we start, I want to share a few little fun facts about Tiam with you. So Tiam, pronounced Tiam, actually comes from a Persian word that means a twinkle in the eye when you meet someone for the first time. So basically love at first sight. Isn't that marvelous for a brand name? But beyond the beautiful name, Tiam is known for its straight-up ingredients and effective formulations. And before Tiam was Tiam, they were known as OSTC20. Not a very easy name to pronounce. And their pride and joy was their Vitamin C Serum. When they branched out to create other skincare products, they needed to change their name and the brand to reflect the products that are not just vitamin C based. I should also mention that I am not an esthetician, nor am I a dermatologist, but essentially I'm a skincare product tester and reviewer. Basically, I test these products for you so that you don't have to. These are all the products I tested out for a month so that you guys don't have to test it. So now let's take a look at, oh my gosh, So now let's take a look at how these products worked on my oily skin. 우리 가자. Starting us off in this review is the Snail and Azulene Low pH Cleanser. Azulene? The key here is that this is a low pH cleanser. What low pH means is that the product is formulated so that it is close to our skin's natural pH level, which usually fluctuates between 5 to 6 on the scale. This is supposed to keep our skin barrier less compromised during the cleansing process, since the cleansing step is usually very stripping, or at least the most disruptive to our skin barrier. Most cleansers use harsh surfactants to remove the impurities impurities and excessive oil on our skin. But Tiam actually does it differently. This cleanser contains coconut-derived surfactants, which is why my skin doesn't feel that tightness or stiffness after cleansing. The texture is very goopy, very viscous, and ultimately it comes in a gel form. For oily skin types, it's perfect, and I think dry skin types would like this product too. It also contains Snail mucin, which is a rich hydrator that preserves the moisture in our skin. I've used Neogen's Azulene ampoule before, and I loved what it did for my skin. Azulene is an anti-inflammatory ingredient that is great for calming our skin. And personally, I find Azulene more effective on my skin in terms of calming than Centella Asiatica. Azulene is also what gives this cleanser that beautiful purplish color, since Azulene is naturally derived from mushrooms that produce that bluish color. After using this cleanser for about a month, I didn't really notice the Azulene or Snail mucin take an effect on my skin, because it's not like okay, so my roommate forgot his keys, so I had to open the door for him. But anyways, where was I? So I can't exactly confirm that this cleanser is anti-inflammatory because my skin is still very much sensitized by the overexfoliation from my last video. In terms of cleanliness, I would give this a passing grade, but it's definitely not the best cleanser I've ever used. In fact, I think CosRx's Good Morning Gel Cleanser or the Gel Low pH Morning Good... what? You guys know which one I'm talking about, right? The CosRx Good Morning Low pH Gel Cleanser. There we go. I think that one is a more effective cleanser than this one. However, this cleanser is definitely more gentle between the two. And the last point I want to make about this cleanser is that this cleanser has no fragrance. So rest assured, anti-fragrance peeps. Overall, I would rate this cleanser a 7 out of 10. Next we have the upside down. Next we have the Vita B3 toner, which is basically the Panthenol toner. What I like about this toner is that it is super straightforward. It's hydrating and keeps my skin's pH level balanced after cleansing. And this is especially important for those of us who are over the age of 25. And while cleansing is important, it can also disrupt the skin barrier, forcing the pH on our skin to recalibrate, readjust, either increase or decrease, depending on your cleanser. That's why a pH balancing toner is very important. It helps prepare your skin for the treatment products or the moisturizer. If your skin's pH is off, meaning it is either too low on the scale or too high on the scale, being that it's either too acidic or it is too basic, then your moisturizer will not be as effective on your skin because it takes longer for your skin to really absorb the ingredients and the nutrients from your moisturizer. The texture of this toner is very liquidy. It is a little bit thicker than just plain water, and I would actually compare this to the Japanese skincare brand Hada Labo's Gokujin, which is their signature serum essence toner. But in terms of viscosity, but whether it's the Gokujin or the Panthenol toner that we have here, my skin drinks it up like water. Very fast absorbing and leaves a matte finish on your skin. Provitamin B3 or Panthenol is a great humectant that hydrates and holds in moisture in your skin. It's also great for wound healing and reducing inflammations. And don't worry, this toner has zero fragrance. It's a great toner that I see myself keeping in my rotation, and I would rate this 8 out of 10. Vitamin C serums are my arch nemesis because they're so high maintenance, but they're also very necessary for our skin health. Vitamin C helps fade acne scars, dark spots, and brightens dull skin from sun damage or lack of sleep. It's also one of the best ways to fight premature wrinkles and fine lines on our skin. And on top of that, vitamin C can also stimulate elasticity and firmness by removing dead skin cells on the skin surface. The downfall of vitamin C is that it is often unstable. Overexposure to oxygen or sunlight can lead to the discoloration of the product. while it's in the bottle. It's important to keep vitamin C serums in a very cool area. Once you open the bottle, you have about 3 months before it starts to fully oxidize. Also, if you use a vitamin C serum during the daytime, make sure you apply a very strong SPF over it. And also keep in mind never to mix vitamin C with retinoids or exfoliating acids such as AHA or BAHA, AHA, BHA. Personally, it's been a burdensome journey for me to find a vitamin C serum that truly works well on my skin. And unfortunately, the signature C Source by Tiam didn't work too well for me. The C Source is actually Tiam's star product, so I was very excited to try it out. But the first night of trying it on, I felt a little sting. The following night, it stung again, and the stinging continued every time I used it, even now. Till today, I'm still getting that stinging sensation on my skin every time I use a serum. I've tried many methods and none of them worked to lessen the stinging on my skin. I tried to make sure my skin pH level was normal. I tried to apply the serum after my toner. I tried to wait for my toner to dry out and then apply the serum. I even tried applying the serum right after cleansing before using my toner. And sadly, none of those methods worked. But luckily, my skin didn't really break out after using this product, so I can actually confirm that this serum is non-comedogenic at all. There is a faint, I'm not going to open it because what did we just learn? Exposure to oxygen. Let's not oxidize it even more. But there is a very faint citrus scent to this vitamin C serum, but nothing too crazy. The texture is a little bit goopy and it is slightly sticky upon application and also after application. And overall, I would rate this serum a 4 out of 10. Okay, so I'm currently editing this video right now. After filming this video, I continued to use a C Source serum, which is the vitamin C serum that I'm talking about right here. And instead of applying it directly on my face, I actually mixed like 1 to 2 drops of it with my current moisturizer, whatever it is. And I find it to be very effective, and I don't get that stinging sensation on my skin. So I'm really happy about that because I can actually use a serum and not waste it. So I'm gonna have to bump up the rating from like a 4 out of 10 to maybe a 7 out of 10. In case you guys were wondering if you can mix this like the cocktail method. This is like one of my first cocktail discoveries, so I'm happy about that. Now, if you're looking for a niacinamide serum, I think Tiam's Vita B3 Source would be good for you. This serum contains 10% niacinamide and 2% arbutin. I think I've talked about niacinamide enough on this channel, but for those of you who may not know what niacinamide can do for your skin, here are just a few things it can do. Essentially, niacinamide is a super ingredient in the skincare world. It can help reduce skin wrinkles, boost skin barrier health, fade hyperpigmentation, and also control sebum, and much more. Arbutin, however, is an ingredient I feel like we don't talk about enough here on this channel. Arbutin is an ingredient that communicates with the melanocytes in the deepest layers of our skin. This means that it can prevent the melanocytes from prematurely spitting out melanin in random spots. But it doesn't mean that this is harmful for those with naturally dark skin color. Arbutin simply tells your melanocytes to calm down whenever the skin is exposed to sunlight or free radicals that may cause dark spots on your skin. The texture is very watery and light. It does cause a bit of stickiness. The key difference I've noticed when using the serum is that my skin complexion is restored to a healthier glow. I noticed that my pores are not as flared up during the daytime as they were before. If you have extremely sensitive skin and you're not sure whether or not your skin's gonna react or overreact to the niacinamide serum, please do a patch test on your arm. You can do this test either on the folds of your elbow, the inner part of your wrist over here, or the back of your hand as well. You can also reduce the potency of this niacinamide serum by mixing 1 drop of it with either your moisturizer or your toner, because at the end of the day, this is just a pure niacinamide serum. I think it's a great serum for all skin types, especially for those who are oily or combo. And this is a serum that I can see myself continually using even after this trial period. And I think it's the MVP of all the products that I'm sharing with you today. I rated the serum 8.5 out of 10. It's a very simple, straightforward, no BS niacinamide serum. So I really liked this moisturizer at first because it reminded me of the Pyongkangul's moisture cream. And those of you who know me know that I love that moisturizer. But the longer I used this signature A+ cream, the more I found it to be very bland. There is a very strong citrus scent in this cream, so fragrance alert. I don't mind it though. I do like the orangey, citrusy smells to skincare products. It comes in a glass jar, at least I think it's glass, but it does not come with a scooper. The reason why this product reminds me of the Pyongkangul's moisture cream is that it's got this viscous heft to it when you scoop it out of the jar. But once you spread it on your skin, it is like silk. But this one didn't really glide on my skin like a dream the way Pyongkangul's moisture cream did. This moisturizer also contains a dimethicone as one of the bottom of the list ingredients. And I think that's why I found it to be a bit uncomfortable on my skin. I don't have anything against dimethicone, but whenever a moisturizer has that as an ingredient, I noticed that there would always be this kind of film over my face. Again, it's not a huge deal, but it does cause this unwanted weight on my skin, which is unpleasant, unfortunately. What I do like about this A+ cream is that it contains niacinamide, panthenol, and shea butter, which are all ingredients that my skin loves. It also contains beta-glucan, which is a powerful hydrator and humectant similar to hyaluronic acid. Beta-glucan can help strengthen the skin barrier, and it is also quite compatible with retinoids. I didn't find this moisturizer to be the best sealant as my last step, so sometimes I would follow up this A+ cream with a more occlusive moisturizer to really lock in everything. And overall, I would give this A+ cream a 7 out of 10. Wow, there were a lot of products from the different lines by Tiam, and I'm so glad I got to try them out for you. Overall, I think Tiam is a great brand that anyone can go to for tried and true products. And I think Tiam has a very wide variety of products to choose from. And once again, thank you StyleKorean for sending me these products from Tiam for me to try and review. 감사합니다. 사랑해요. Please go to StyleKorean's social media pages and spam them with comments and say, Ray sent me, Ray loves StyleKorean, I love StyleKorean, say whatever, just show them some love. I hope this video helps clarify some of the products for you, and I'll leave all the products links in the description box below. The links are affiliated and would help this channel keep going. Please help this channel grow by subscribing to us and also sharing this video with your friends. I hope to see you soon. Until then, be safe, stay hydrated, and most importantly, be gentle with yourself. 안녕, 자지안. Bye bye.